All right. Awesome. We are all here together. Wonderful. What's going on, everybody? Valerie Lewis, right here, coming to you live from the suburbs of Washington, D.C. For those of you who know me, you already know this, but I am going to share this quick intro with anyone who is new. I am CEO of Victory with Valerie, where it is my mission to educate, enlighten, and empower you, the entrepreneur, so that you can have victory in your professional online marketing. Now, even if you are not a business owner, you are welcome to join this virtual book club right here with us. But we're kicking things off with The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. And we're doing that because it is really important to understand the whole purpose behind, getting in business in the first place, having the desire to be successful. Well, one of the indicators of being successful in business is making sure that you have cash flow coming in, right? That you have a stream of income coming in from what it is that you do. Now, what it is that you do is definitely important because you want to make sure that you're impacting others. But as far as, the end result, typically it's bringing in revenue. Hello. Okay. And you do that for a reason. You do that because you want more out of life that you will need the resource of money for. So first things first, let's just kind of get this together. Hold on a sec, you guys, because I want to make sure I share this. Oops. Okay. I just want to share with some pals that I am live. Okay. I just thought of it. Sorry. And I'm live. So you guys can probably skip past this when you catch the replay, of course, but I do want to share this out. Okay. So all right, so now that I've done that, and I'm going to grab my channel link, we can get right into this. So, no, this is not about, I want to be filthy rich just to be filthy rich. I want to have a whole lot of money and I want to treat people badly. Like, it's not the kind of party over here. Okay, that's not what we're all about. I just want to simply show you. I want to walk through, just kind of teaching everybody, allowing Wallace to teach everybody about the importance of getting rich and what it's truly all about. Okay. So here's my personal thought on, here we go. Here's my personal thought on money and getting rich and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Obviously, I'm all for it. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be going through this. But is this posting? Okay. Just making sure people can see. Wonderful. All right. So here's my thoughts. Now that I'm not distracted anymore, I can share this with you guys. We're 3 minutes into this video. We haven't even talked about the preface yet. So my thing about, getting rich and money and all that is this. When it comes to money, I do not believe that money is the root of all evil. Okay. I do believe that the love of money, the obsession with money, the fact that you will do anything to anyone for any reason in order to get money, right? And you use it in a negative way and you go after it in a negative way, that's wrong, right? I firmly stand behind that. But here's my view on money. I don't look at it as evil or good. Like it's an inanimate object, okay? It's the people who holding the money in their hands. That's the difference, their intentions, whether it's for good or for bad. That's what gives that money so much power, in my opinion. It's the person with the power, not the money. And I believe that money is a resource. It is a resource that's very special because it is unique to any other resource you'll ever find on the planet. Okay. Money is the one and only resource that you can use to get all the other resources in life. It's the only one, right? So if you need water, if you got money, you can get water. If you need food, hey, if you got money, you can get food. If you need shelter, hey, if you got money, you can get yourself a home or an apartment or shack somewhere. I don't know. Okay. Transportation. If you got money, you can get around. You can get on the bus. You can get yourself a car. You can ride in a limo. It's however you want to do it. Right. Electricity. Just for you to be able to have power in your home, you need money for that because you got to pay the electric bill. Right? You need plumbing. You need money for that in order to pay for it. You want your kids to have an amazing education. You need money for that. Even if they go to a public school, you got to pay for their lunch. You got to pay for those school pictures. You have to pay for their events and all that kind of stuff. If you want your children, you want to raise your children in a safe and comfortable neighborhood, you need money for that. Right? Because the nicer neighborhoods tend to be the ones where you are required to have a little bit more money and some good credit and stuff like that. Okay. So these are things that are really important for you to understand before you ever even dive into this book. And even though I'm saying this in my video, I already know I'm going to get some haters in the comments. Oh, so you think money is everything? Did I just say that? Did I say that? Okay, then get out my face. Okay. No, it's not everything, but let's not knock it. Let's stop acting like it's not important. It is important. Okay. It's a part of life. Having money is a part of life. So that is where my heart into going through this book with you guys is all about. Okay. So now let's get into the preface. All right. So hopefully you've had the opportunity to read the preface on your own, but I am going to kind of go back over it because we all need to be on the same page before you even get into these chapters. Okay. Because some people will just read the title and they think they know everything that's going to be in this book. They think they know what the book is all about and they don't. Okay. So you're not one of those people. So anyway, he starts off with just saying, you know, the book is pragmatical. It is not philosophical. This isn't just a bunch of ideas. We're just going to sit around and talk about, you know, the butterflies and, you know, the bees and the flowers and the trees and stuff. No. Okay. This is pragmatic. All right. It's practical. All right. This is not just a bunch of theories. Okay. And he also goes on to say, I will quote this one. He goes on to say, it is for those who have so far found neither the time, the means, nor the opportunity to go deeply into the study of metaphysics. Now, if you don't want to go into that, right? If you don't believe that thoughts become things, or for me, I actually believe that beliefs become things. Okay. And your beliefs stem from whatever you think about over and over and over and over again. The more you think about it, the more you start to believe it. And those beliefs become things. Your belief shapes your reality. Okay. That's what I believe. All right. So if you have never taken the time to really study that, understand that, live that, I mean, it's biblical. It's also spiritual. So whatever, you know, whatever your belief system is, maybe you're not a Christian. I respect that. Okay. But all major religions or spiritual beliefs, worldviews, if you will, have that on some level. To some extent, they talk about that. The importance of having faith, having a belief in something. And that is what shapes your reality. It's the reason why people pray, right? It's to exercise their faith, right? And to allow that belief to bring forth the manifestation of what they want. It's those types of things. So if you're not that person, you definitely don't want to continue watching this video, nor do you want to follow me throughout the rest of the chapters that we're going to do. You're like, duh, why are you watching? People don't want to watch. Why do they watch? And then comment. That drives me nuts. I'm like, honey, go do something else with your life. Okay. But anyway, this is for those who want results and who are willing to take the conclusions of science as a basis for action without going into all the processes by which those conclusions have been reached. So Same thing as, hey, Amy just subscribed to my channel. Thank you, Amy. I hope you're watching me live right now because I just saw that. Thank you so much. I love Amy. And now I got to find you and subscribe. All right. So, oh God, I hope everybody doesn't think I'm going to subscribe to them just because they subscribe to me. Oh my gosh. But anyway, it's just like, there are a lot of things that you just believe. You believe it without having to test it out and know every single detail about it, right? For example, how many people can actually explain electricity in detail? Exactly what happens from the moment electricity is collected to then taken by these electric companies like Pepco and is then distributed amongst all these homes. How does it go through the power lines? How does it get into your house? How does it then go through the cords and to your lamps and your televisions and can you actually explain all of that in detail where you completely understand every single step? Probably not. Probably not. I know I can't. I'm being honest with you. Okay. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I know everything. Okay. Or even with a television, right? Hey, what's going on? Now I'm seeing the chat. Book kickoff. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Awesome. Okay. I didn't see you before because I just saw my notes. I have my notes up. Okay. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So even like with television, like how does the camera pick up your image and put it through all these, wavelengths and stuff and get you into somebody's television or somebody's computer screen, right? Or somebody's phone. How does that work? I don't know. Okay. And look, you don't have to know to use it. You don't have to know to believe that it works. You don't have to know all those details, right? A lot of people don't know how God works, but they believe he's existing. They believe he's real, right? So look, we're not getting into, oh yeah, well, I want to challenge that idea. Look, then this is not the book for you. Okay. We need to start off on the same page that we're going to take this as fact and we're going to move forward and start applying it. The purpose of this book is for you to learn it and apply it. Are we all good on that? Okay. Awesome. Okay, cool. Amy is here. All right. So let's see. What did he say? What does he say? Okay. He also goes into talking about the monistic theory of the universe, the theory that one is all is one. There's one substance that manifests itself as the seemingly many elements of the material world. Okay. What else does he say? It's of Hindu origin. It's been gradually winning its way into the thought of the Western world for 200 years. It's the foundation of all the Oriental philosophies and of the Descartes, Spinoza's, on and on. He talks about that. And he says the reader who would dig into the philosophical foundations of this is read Hegel and Emerson for himself or herself. He also goes on to say that he's going to make this very simple and plain for you. So he's not going to go into all the, metaphysical terminology and all those types of things. It's just going to be very simple and practical. Okay. It has been thoroughly tested. It bears the supreme test of practical experiment. It works. So if you wish to know how the conclusions were arrived, read the writings of the authors that I just mentioned. And if you wish to reap fruits of their philosophies and their actual practice, read this book and do exactly as it tells you to do. Okay. So now here's the thing. Now I'm not Hindu. I'm not Hindu. I am a Christian. However, one thing that I have come to realize about a lot of different faiths is that although we might give it a different term, right, it's still the same principle or the same concept. And I can embrace that and simply apply it to my belief system, as long as it's nothing that goes completely against what I believe or it's like total blasphemy based on my faith. I'm cool with it. Like you can share with me your ideas, your philosophy. And now I've read this book before. And that's basically the preface, you guys. Tomorrow we'll get into chapter number 1. And hopefully we can do it about the same time tomorrow. what was I going to tell you guys? Okay, so now I've read this book a few times. And every single time, I always pick up something new that I hadn't noticed before. And I'm hoping that you will do the same thing. This is not going to be a book that you just do a one and done read. This is something that's almost like a manual. Okay, it's going to be very important for you to read, to go through for understanding. And as you continue to grow and develop in your life, there will be, you will need to go back into it to read it from that new level of life and that new standpoint. This this whole other level that you're on now. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so that pretty much wraps it up, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really excited to kind of like, you know, sit here, share with you guys. Hopefully you can catch me when I'm live and we can chat together. Like I see Amy and she's like, so true. Hopefully, you know, I'll be able to have more and more people check this out. I'm excited. But, you know, honestly, I only want, you know, like-minded individuals checking this out. If you're not really a believer in this kind of thing, that's totally cool. There are other channels and other videos for you. Okay, maybe I'm not the one. I am not your cup of tea. That's totally okay. All right, you guys, really excited about this. Make sure you share this out. Share it out on Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, and wherever else. Instagram, even. Take a screenshot. Put it on Instagram. I might just do that. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to go see you tomorrow when we dive in to chapter 1. Bye.